Yeah, that's exactly. So
like special artist glue.
I had to do a presentation at LaGuardia Community College, and they were like, "How do you glue on all of your stuff? What's your thing?" And I was like, like gel medium, and when in doubt, Mod Podge. You can't go wrong with Mod Podge. They also sell it everywhere, so it's good to have.
Is there anything you've learned about overcoming the fear of messing something up when it comes to collaging like this?
It's a very good question. I've messed things up before. That's really the answer, ultimately, is you mess it up and then you go from there. Someone asked me that recently, a young student, and she was asking me, how do you get over the fear of just starting? And I said, well, I tend to work very large. So when you work hard, you gotta cover it up. You gotta just make it work and figure out what you're gonna do. And if you mess up, you just have to make that part of the process. So I've become less fearful of messing up. If I mess up, then I'll just find another way around. It doesn't always end up being a bad thing. I once had a painting and, see, even in these moments, luckily it's all clear, but also then there's another moment. Maybe there's some texture I can work into it. I like that there can be a little bit of a sloppiness to certain things. And then when I want to be really pristine, I can. But mix it up. But I had a painting once, and I printed 2 versions of something by accident, of a couch. And in there, I was able to work in both of these large printouts of a couch and kind of create a whole world thinking about it. So a lot of it is just this working with the material, figuring out what you can do. And in this particular case, because I'm often making these kind of paintings of interior spaces that maybe are outdated or old, it's cool when there are some cracks and there are some mistakes and there are a little bit of texture kind of coming through the work. Makes it real. Just like my house, which these walls are made of cork, which is very odd, and they get very, very dented, although good for push pins. But just like in my real home, there's all these spaces that need to constantly they're not perfect. I feel like art is a very good space where if you don't want things to be super perfect, you can kind of embrace that.
I still can't believe this was your childhood home.
Oh my gosh, I know. I did have my room in this room twice in my life, being in here, but otherwise, yes, it was my sister's apartment. My sister's room here. My room was this little middle area here that is now like a gym, and the room next to it was my brother's room growing up. I've had a lot of different roommates though, so all these different experiences have changed over time. This room in particular has been many people's rooms, and now it's kind of back to mine, which is fun. Let's see how that tries. Color-wise, it's pretty good. Needs a frame. Yeah. Yeah. And I plan on doing maybe like a dining chair here, but like a wooden old one that came in a set for sure. And then a little stool that somebody had, maybe kind of like that one there. And then maybe there'll be, like thinking about what will be there in the future. Definitely some sort of streamer or banner going across. Kind of thinking of all of these like a birthday party, but maybe a generalized party. Some party hats or some leftover food for sure. I know I'll do a cup of soda or some coffee on the side. Maybe some rugs. I like that there's so much potential that it could be. It could be anything. All I knew that I wanted to focus on was the chairs. A few different chairs, a seat for everyone. The rest will come as it comes.